What's up? This is the Wolf Pack. So dating apps. Everyone's favorite, right? We all love them, don't we? They are the best. Video over. Go home. Okay, but seriously, I know we all have opinions on dating apps. Mostly not good. But let's have a chat about them and see what we think. So for myself, I accept them as a necessary evil. I don't generally like them. I have done the download, use, delete, re-download cycle plenty of times at this point, so many times, that it's ridiculous. I'll start with how I approach these apps, then go from there. So like I said, I keep downloading the apps. I use them for various things, and until recently, I mainly used the apps when traveling to places. The logic makes sense, right? Go to a new place, I'm the new meat in town. It'll catch some attention, especially in smaller towns that aren't the usual tourist places. But of course this is great for hooking up, unless it's a place that you will return to somewhat regularly, like a friend or family member lives in a place, so you'll come back, maybe you can go for something more. I have luck with this. And coming back to where I live, in a major city, when I go for hookups I can get some success. Mostly because you don't have to lie. Her profile says she's down for short-term fun, so we know what's happening and what's expected. Once I try to take it more seriously, let's actually see if I can find someone to date, then yeah, the apps show all of their infamous traits. Ghosting, flaking and whatever other made-up terms they keep coming up with. Lots of bad behavior. The stuff that makes me almost break my phone when I press that uninstall button on the app when I get sick of it. I accept that the apps bring out the worst habits in people, because you can always swipe more, so why settle? I get it. It's not good, but I can accept it. But there are things that the apps help with. The main one is geographical. I'm talking here from the perspective of one of the major cities. So this may vary with your age, but think your everyday life. You live in suburb A. You work in suburb B. A good chunk of your week is traveling between these two places. Outside of that, how much stuff do you do things outside of that? Grab a meal, grab a drink, go work out, some kind of class? Whatever it is. Anything that isn't your regular go home to watch something on Netflix. It'll be a limited set of places with a limited set of people. So you can open up the app, set a circle around most of the city, and can talk to people you wouldn't run into any other way. That's where the apps can do some good. Meet someone you wouldn't run into in your regular life. As long as it can work geographically, then good stuff. But here is the rub. This is what made me think about making this video, after having a chat with my mate about this topic, and now with the rest of the wolves. Why I kept deleting the apps was because it was the only way I was talking to girls for some time. You talk, thinking something could be going somewhere to then be ghosted or flaked. That happens a few times and then yeah, you don't want to deal with it for a bit. I know it's part of the game, but it's not the fun part. Even recently, the biggest one, I was talking to someone I matched with on the apps, had a great conversation over the time, and we literally got to planning the logistics of the date. Trying to figure out when and where to meet. Then they ghosted on the app. Honestly, I sat there, checked for the message in the morning and Casper. I just sat there for a moment laughing like, is this even real? And I wanted to just delete the app, but I said F it. I'll keep it, and still use it, but pivoted to my current approach, after talking to my mate, and seeing on the subreddits and a YouTube video that did tell me that this does happen. I still don't get it. Like, I understand ghosting when the conversation is boring, or no date is being set up after days, okay fine, I get that. But after agreeing to the date, which was her idea by the way, and then she disappears. Stupid. So now I have the app still, and swipe less, just because I don't want to as much. It bores me. But I still use them. But have decided as well, to go out, meet people the old school way. And in the future maybe I'll talk about how it's going for me, when I have more information to share. But I think a combination approach will probably work. Use the apps to cast a wider net, but also go out, do things and try to meet people that way. Honestly, you probably don't have to go out just to meet girls, but if you live your life a bit, I think you'll just meet people normally and will more likely meet girls. I'm going to be doing it, so I'll let you guys know, but I don't think it'll be a bad thing, so if you can, I'd recommend giving it a try. Let me know how you guys go. Then, back to dating apps. Still a few more points to be made. Another good point of the apps is because you can put in all the information and it is made to be able to filter your choices much better. I mean, you have to know what it is you want. Also, you have to be realistic. You can't be a slob and get Sydney Sweeney. But with the information, you can easily find the big red lines you don't want and swipe left on all of them. Whatever it is. Boys, we know, so whatever, it's a personal thing. It's your choice, but as long as they are realistic, go for it. The bad thing of the apps, it's hard to properly gauge chemistry and attraction like you can in person. In person, you can look at the girl, see her body language, and it's easy to go from there. It's why it works. On the apps, you match, message, and what can you gauge from endless texting? If they text at all, which sometimes they don't. If they are the person in the photo, or if they aren't old photos, or whatever else. If they respond in the 24 hours needed on Bumble. How many times I've had matches on Bumble that disappear before they ever say anything. I don't message first. Well, on Bumble you kind of have to. I don't check this app often. Well, you lost a bunch of matches because you didn't check in time. If they aren't telling you to add them on Snapchat, or they only chat on their website. Only air conditioners. All of these things, if you bypass all of that the person on the other end is an actual human female who is the same one in the photos, then yeah, you end up in a chat and hope for the best. So like anything, there's good and bad in everything. If I was to summarize it all, I'd say to you guys, dating apps are a pain, but are a tool to be used as part of a toolkit of meeting people. Use it in combination with other methods, and you'll be fine. Also, I just remembered this. Just use the free versions of the apps. I have paid twice for short times, 1 week each time, 2 separate times. Once when I first started using Tinder for the first time back when it was relatively new. There was the thing, saying pay for gold to show your matches. It was like 10 or 20 bucks back then, so I said okay 1 week, or 1 month, just to see. Saw my matches, most. Not good. The good ones, I swiped matched and no chat. So yeah. Scam. Then another time, I was traveling and I saw that you could set your location to the place you'll be ahead of time. So I said okay, let's try it. Don't think it made a difference getting in a few days early. Maybe other people will say it's good, or maybe I needed to set it up earlier, but I don't think it helped. So honestly, unless you're just curious or wanting to test it, and have a few bucks to spend, then I wouldn't bother. Just stick with the standard versions. But I haven't paid for Bumble or Hinge ever, so I can't comment on those. I'm sure there's videos on those if you want to find more information there. I don't care enough to look for myself, but I'll leave it up to you guys. Whatever you do, stay safe out there, boys. Rubber up. Remember to do the good old YouTube thing. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate you all. Until next time. Stay sharp. Stay hungry. Welcome to the pack.